back to the GDFL Netball Show. We have an extra special guest with us today, and a bit of a no-show this morning, Donna, haven't we?
I think it was a no-show.
Amanda's not here, it's all behind, so we've got the delightful Dick Philpott joining us here.
What do you mean a no-show? I mean, I thought that might have been the highlight of the show.
And hang on, what's with delightful? What is that?
Delightful,
Delightful.
delicate, dazzling,
Delicate.
daring.
I had to start with D.
I've got one, but it's not suitable for this prime time television.
Well, we said off air that I would give you a word and you'd make a song out of it.
I could do that.
And we tried one, but it didn't really work.
No, it wasn't legit. No, it really wasn't legit.
This is like
It's a family show.
No, that's
Kiddie time
Prime
TV.
time.
Not like when the footy show comes on, that's R-rated, but this is
Yeah, we
kids
know.
time now.
That's right. Anyway, Dick's going to ask us a few questions about netball, and we're going to see if we can give you a few answers about what's going on.
Well, actually, the thing I thought of was, seeing we're nearly three-quarters of the way through the season,
Yep.
let's find out what you girls think about who's going to perhaps win the Margaret Webb medal, who's going to be one of the big contenders for that, and also who do you reckon is going to be at this stage the grand finalists and premiers, maybe in A, B, C, D, and how many other letters of the alphabet you
Well, I
got?
don't know whether we're allowed to go lower than A.
Okay, then we won't go any lower.
Can't go below the belt, so we've been told.
Oh, so it has changed since the last time we did the show.
Yeah, it's all above board here.
Well, Donna, you know, like
What?
the Margaret Webb medal, now that's obviously a very prestigious award for netball. That's the A grade.
Yeah, we know it's A grade.
Thanks,
So,
Fenno, for that
thanks very much.
reminder.
Back in your box, Fenno, thanks.
we're
Just keep behind the camera.
It is we're completely stupid, doesn't
I know.
it?
He does.
I reckon this is a really difficult one because it doesn't always have to come from a team that's in the grand final.
Yep.
I mean, you look at Shane Ford last year in Bannockburn. Like, I think she was a complete surprise to everyone last
What
year.
about my newly found daughter? Do you reckon she's got to have a chance?
Mel Philpott
Mel.
played an excellent
no.
season.
It's funny you should mention that, mate. Yeah.
She has played an excellent season, as we said before.
gun.
She's only 88 goals behind Kim Martin.
Yep.
88 goals. Is she playing the forward pocket or the half forward flank?
She's sort of like
Forward
centre
pocket.
half
Full
forward.
forward.
around there.
full forward.
Doesn't handball at all by the sound of it.
I do think
She doesn't have to because she's ever reliable and
absolutely.
Not like football, Dick, where you hog it.
Oh, you hog it.
It's like you pass it off so that she can miss the goals and you don't have to get
Yep.
it.
But she's a very tall girl, though, Melody,
She's
too,
a
isn't
very
she?
tall
she is.
girl.
And obviously very accurate.
Yes.
Very accurate.
Yes, she
Goaling, we're talking about?
Goaling, yes.
Goaling.
Shooting. I know what netball
Shooting.
does. You shoot, don't you?
We are playing netball, yeah.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I think, though, in past that the Margaret Webb medal tends to go to a mid-quarter for some reason, and Melody's unfortunately a shooter.
Oh, so the full forwards never get a vote. Just like in footy.
I was going to say, a bit like footy, isn't it, really?
It is. Although they do the hard yards of actually getting the goals to make people win. Sharon Ford last year, mid-quarter centre court player. The year before was Casey Carroll from Bellpost Hill,
Centre player.
centre court player. Don't know if it's just a coincidence or whether they are the standout players there, but I think it still will be a mid-court player.
Yep.
I don't think it will be either
Do you?
of those. Yeah, I do.
See, I think the mid-courts this year, like the teams have really mixed up their teams this year in playing the mid-court players. Like they've played 3-4 positions this year. I really like Keisha Gould-Martin for East Geelong. And if you're trying to put me off, Dick, it's not going to work. I really like her style of netball. She's noticeable. She goes up and down that line. Like I really like her chances of taking that Margaret Webb medal out myself there.
There you go. I was going to say maybe somebody from East Geelong, the fact that they've really got things going. As I said, I haven't seen them play because I was away that week, so I can't tell you who I might think it is, but Keisha's the goal defender. I'd really like to know the history about defence getting the goal as well.
And look, and that's so true. And as much as I like her, the thing is she's got Mel Bragg and she's got Kate Shippers taking the votes away from her for their goaling for the season. So, that's a downer for her. But look, like all the top teams, it doesn't sort of like cut down to one person. Do you think, Fee, like I think in those top 3-4 teams, you got 2 and 3 players in that court that could easily take the point stick. So,
Yes.
yeah, very hard.
We've just gone around in a big circle, Dick.
And do you know what the thing is? We could say to you who's going to take it out for the football.
Yep.
You've got 12 teams full of great players playing the footy. Who's going to take your medal out?
Well, I reckon that Derek
But we don't care because we're playing netball at the moment, and we are talking about netball, not football. Thanks for that.
Don't you love her?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Just in with the shooting for goal, and Melody Philpott's on 88.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that in the
No,
context?
she's on 400.
400, is that for the
and-
season?
Yes.
Season?
And Kim's
So-
on 488.
So what constitutes like a massive season for a goal shooter?
Well, I'll tell you now, Kim got in her 800s last year,
Wow.
so pretty slack effort, Kim, I must say. Like,
pretty
very
accurate.
disappointed this year.
488.
Pretty accurate kicking.
On 488.
Pretty accurate kicking.
Like, Kim was getting like between 50
I think
to 80
we're on
goals
the
last
Kim
year.
Martin goal
We're on
patrol
the-
last year, hoping to get her 1,000 for that. That's a huge effort.
And do you know what though? With her sitting on 488, that's a huge credit to the defenders in the competition for
Like
keeping
the
it
fact
to
that
that
she's
level.
played centre.
Oh, one game. Sorry.
So is the final 5 all set now in netball in A grade? That's no change? You don't
Oh,
think-
I think it is.
The five probably are. Where their positions on the ladder are, that's definitely not. There's a game difference sort of breaking up the top 5. They're one game behind each other all the way down, and percentages are better from some of the lower teams. So if one, a lot of them are going to come up against each other again, and it could change.
And the thing is, winch are 2 games outside the 5 too, so it's going to be hard with 6 games left for them to get back up there, Dick. Yeah.
That's fair enough. Now, if you're going to have a bet, would you reckon then that Werribee and Belpo are still obviously the standouts at the moment, or maybe is there a dark horse in there that could come in and win the grand final, play the grand final? East Geelong?
Yeah, my tip in the grand final will be Werribee and East Geelong.
Really?
Yeah, that's going to be my tip, Werribee and East Geelong.
Okay, that's
Johnny,
interesting.
your thoughts in the grand final?
Yeah, your thoughts, Donna?
It's going to be a game of netball.
Yeah, fair enough then. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I think it's going to be a good game of netball. I like East Geelong. I do like East Geelong. And Werribee's such a good team too. I like Belpo still, don't get me wrong. I love their drinking sessions. I love... Oh, hang on, we're talking about
Back to drinking sessions.
Children's show.
You know, we just come to enjoy July.
Responsible drinking
Yes.
sessions. Yeah.
I do think, same as you, Faye, it's going to East Geelong Werribee grand final, do you?
There you go.
You're a marvel, right? You really are.
Yeah. No,
I'm not going to ask you anything, you just answer, and we didn't get onto the song, but we didn't have time, did we?
Song?
I'll
Did you say
give you a
want
word.
to sing? You want to sing a song?
So I'll say love to you. What's the first song that comes to mind? Take it away, Fiona.
No, I don't want to sing that because... No, I don't want to sing that, Ding.
No, don't do
I'll
it.
make love to you.
That'll be enough. Go and close the show.
Sorry,
gotta do.
sorry. Tell me one song.
Right on, Ag.
Quick, get away. Dick, thank you so much for filling in a big gap for us, but hopefully we've
Oh,
enlightened
I'm a
you.
big gap filler, am I?
Yeah, you are.
Shut up, Grubby.
But yeah, we've enlightened you about the netball.
Absolutely, and it lightens not a word I use very freely either, but thank you.
And look, we'll be back after the break.